Hello, Matthew Williams, bringing you a very quick video. This will be quick. To tell you about, hang on, get my stuff, some TV programs I've been watching recently on YouTube. They're uploaded illegally, onto YouTube. They won't live there very long. You have to hunt them down, I'm afraid, because they do tend to disappear. But there's nothing more than I like, if I'm feeling a bit bored, than to watch a good old UFO documentary or something on ghosts or the paranormal, or documentaries on scientific discoveries or nature documentaries, that sort of stuff. I'm into all those sorts of things. But I've been watching some recently which have just got me in hysterics. They're fucking brilliant, yeah. The way they're done, like you got your cheaply produced fucking Most Haunted, the British ones, but the Americans, Jesus, they do them so much better. They do them so much better than the fucking British ones. The British ones are cheap, 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 cheap. Americans really do it well. Anyway, the one I've been watching the most is called Scariest Places on Earth. The Scariest Places on Earth. Now, I think it may be available on UK Sci-Fi, because it's a Sci-Fi Channel production. But if it isn't, just watch the American one. Fucking pucker. They build it up through many, many episodes to a culmination episode, which is that, they've been building you all the way along to the scariest place of all that they're going to send a family to. And I won't tell you where it is they're going to send them to. And the family end up going there, and they have cameras strapped onto them so that they can see what the reactions of the family are. And they don't have a camera guy walking around with them. They literally just have cameras secreted in various rooms, and they're infrared, and then they have the family going from room to room to room with various bits of ghost test gear. And, well, put it like this. Either the family are just winding themselves up, self-suggestion, or it could be real ghosts. Now, you have to decide. I'm not so convinced that a lot of it is real ghosts. I think a lot of it is self-suggestion. But that is not to say that I do not believe in real ghosts, because I do. And a number of things that happen in this program, in various different episodes, are things that have actually happened to me. I've had happen to me too. So I know that some of it is real, but obviously some of it is just people picking up things that they probably were there all the time, and then their brain goes, that wasn't there, that wasn't meant to happen. And your brain just starts overfiring, and you start picking up on things that you think have just happened, which is brilliant. That's fine. But all I'm saying is, pure quality entertainment, right? Fucking unbelievable, great fun. Watch these programs. They go to Alcatraz. They go to various Edinburgh tunnels. There's all sorts of stuff in there. It's very, very good fun. And basically, if you're feeling a bit bored as well, check out that movie called Dredd. Which is the latest incarnation of Judge Dredd movies. It's fucking superb. So there we are, a couple of movie choices, well, a movie choice and a couple of TV episodes. So Scariest Places on Earth, and I did watch some others earlier on as well. Similar sort of thing, but different, actually made up. Let's have a little look, and I shall get them for you. History. What else have I been watching? I'll give you a full rundown of some of the stuff I've been watching. Unexplained Mysteries, When Ghosts Attack. That was a pretty good one. When Ghosts Attack. A guy who gets scratches appearing over himself. Now, if you're familiar with the movie Red Lights, which I would recommend, Robert De Niro, Sigourney Weaver, it goes into the fakery that is behind a lot of sort of seances and strange things like that. There is a lot of fakery out there. There's a lot of fakery. But there are real ones as well. There are real ones. I do believe I have been to some real sort of clairvoyant sessions. And I've probably talked about it on the channel. It'd take me a while to go into, but Trust me, you know, I'm fairly skeptical. I'm fairly skeptical, but you know, I've been to the real things as well. But I'm sure that some of the people who are sort of doing the investigations on these programs are not exactly looking for all the answers, or are just incapable of fucking spotting, you know, when people are pulling the wool over their eyes. Now, in the case of when ghosts attack, I would say go and watch it, but just be aware that it is possible for you to hypnotize somebody, and to give them the suggestion that you maybe put a hot iron on their arm, you know, that you've put a hot iron on their arm and there's nothing there, but you've suggested to them, you've just been put a hot iron on your arm, and the whole arm will come up in welts and will be burnt, and will actually start, you know, showing signs of serious degree burns. So all you got to remember this when you watch these programs is that the human mind and the human body is capable of a lot of things that just aren't always taken into account by the people that are recording these programs. And you know, but it's still very fascinating stuff, because you have to watch these programs, and then you have to go and watch things that explain how programs like this could be made in order to understand a little bit more about it. Maybe there are genuine cases out there, you know, maybe there are. In one of the programs, one of the ladies was talking about going into a room and you know, light bulbs exploding. Well, I've had something similar when I was focusing my brain power in a rather stressed out way, like I do, because I get very stressed. And one day I was stressing on something, and I focused my energies at a ball which was many feet away, and this ball was made out of glass, and I focused my energies in a very determined way at it, and it fucking exploded. So, and this was probably over about 30-40 feet away, you know, and I just focused my energies at it in a very determined way, and the fucking thing just went, just fucking exploded. So, you know, that's just one example of many. I have had light bulbs go around me, and I've also experienced the street lamp thing, which they call sliders, a street lamp interference, which is when you're walking near street lamps and they go off, and you go to the next one and that goes off, you know, and as you keep walking past them, they keep going off, you know. I've had that sort of stuff happen as well. So, fuck knows. I don't know. Random chance, perhaps. Maybe somebody in the electricity company flicking light switches off. No, they don't have control over individual lights like that. They're on timer circuits, which are affected by the daylight coming down and turning them on and off, or on a timer circuit. No. Interesting stuff. I've had quite a fair bit of interesting stuff. Ghostly stuff as well. Yeah, I've seen ghosts many times. I've seen black shadowy figures in rooms. I've seen when I used to have a knocking. It used to wake me up at 3 in the morning, which on one of these programs somebody correctly points out that 3 o'clock is is kind of the witching hour, really, for strange stuff. And you know, about 3 o'clock in the morning, used to wake up, bolt upright in bed, and I'd be thinking, you know, fucking hell, you know, why am I awake? I'm deadly awake. And then I'd have like duk 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 on the glass door beside me, which was a patio door. I used to go out there and check it out, and there was nobody out there. And you know, I sometimes have voices. I could hear somebody calling me when I would be playing on the computer, and I'd have somebody calling me, and I'd go downstairs and I'd go, "What do you want?" And they'd be like, "Don't know. What do you want about?" And I'm like, "Well, you're just calling me." And they're like, "Nope, not calling you." And you know, voices calling me and strange things happening. I've had lots of stuff fly off shelves, you know, and into the middle of the room, and yeah, kind of interesting. So, oh God, I love ghosts. I think ghosts are fun. I don't think they're anything to be afraid of. I know that a friend of mine, Nick Redfern, UFO author, he used to have experiences with what was known as the old hag, which is an incubus or a succubus, basically pressing him down in bed and raping him, which was not very nice. He was actually quite scared by that. I don't know. I don't know whether I would have been or not. I think I'm the type of person who probably would just, like David Jacobs once said about the abduction experience. He said to one woman, he said you're being raped by aliens, and she said yes. And he said, well, do you enjoy the experience? She said, well, strangely enough, I do find it kind of erotic, and I do get off on it, but but it's not right. And he said, well, if you're enjoying the experience, my love, why don't you just put a bag on its head? That's what fucking David M. Jacobs. That was a classic quote, David. I don't know which school I'm from. Nick didn't like his experiences, but I don't know. I think if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're getting your rocks off, I might be tempted to put a bag on the ghost's head. But there we are. There we go. So we shall catch you soon, and thanks for watching. And there we are. So go and watch some stuff now on YouTube that'll cheer you up. Goodbye.